Okay, so I'm down on the range today, and what I wanted to do was just a quick accuracy type shoot using the trigger control. Now, we've been through the marksmanship principles 1,000 times: position, hold, fulfillment, support the weapon, all that sort of stuff, right? We all know the marksmanship principles. What I want to prove today is that you can shoot straight and break a few of the rules, right? So let's have a quick butcher's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put 5 rounds through this, just so I can see roughly where this weapon's firing. Everything I do today is going to be done at very close range, so that you can make the adjustments exactly how you want to without having to run up and down the range, right? Have a butcher's at this. I'm going to do a 5 round group into the top box, roughly. I just want to see what this pistol's doing, because I've never fired it before in my life. That's the way a man takes a case. Oh, it's gone down my pants now. Oh. Okay, so I'm roughly muscle menace there on his neck with a fairly small group, but then I'm not very far away, alright? But what I want to demonstrate with these next few shoots is just getting those rounds going into the same direction, alright? From here it's easy to make the adjustments and see if it goes wrong, alright? So I'm happy enough with that. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do another 5 rounds, but whereas the first marksmanship principle is position and hold must be firm enough to support the weapon, I'm going to break that rule slightly, and I'm going to make my position such that it isn't firm enough really to support the weapon, just to show you that you can still hit the target if your sights are on and your trigger control is good. Alright, let's have a butcher's at this. You ready? Okay, first one then, as you can see, there you go, I'm into the centre already. There's no me holding the weapon correctly there, and I'm straight into the centre. Alright, let's have a butcher's then. Let's go in a really ridiculous position. Okay, bullet's in the same hole, isn't it? Alright, that's how it works. Let's turn this completely on its head then, alright? There you go, it's in the same place. You're happy with that, aren't you? Alright, we're upside down now. We're doing it. So let's just do one more. There you go. All 5 bullets, all in the same place, and I even held the weapon upside down. I've just blown your marksmanship principles out of the water. How about that? So I'm going to apply the same principles with a carbine now, a long weapon. It's the same thing. The mechanics of how the weapon works doesn't change. So the direction of the round is controlled only by one thing: how accurately I can make that operation of the weapon work. Because if I pull it out from the start, it pulls the round out from the start. But if I can be in the position where at the moment that the trigger actually releases the hammer, the rounds travel straight, well, who cares what position I'm in? Who cares how tightly I'm holding it? And who cares about anything else at all? I only care about where the bullet goes at the other end. Okay, so I'm just going to see first 5 rounds again, because I've never fired this weapon in my life before. I'm just going to see where they land, and I'm going for the C&A. Going for C&A? That sounds wrong, doesn't it? I'm going on a spree in C&A. There you go, so it's landing slightly below. There you go, 2, 3, and now we're banging away for fun. There you go, I think I've got one more in there. There you go, awesome. So if you look at the target now, again with minimal effort, with a weapon that I've never fired before in my life, and haven't fired anything for 2 or 3 months, I've got all the rounds to go through a small hole, as you can see there. How does that happen? Well, it happens because my trigger control is impeccable, okay, and I understand how the weapon works. And at the point, as I said, where the hammer leaves and the round comes out the weapon, everything is right. After that, before that, doesn't matter. It's just that one time, right? That 1 millisecond that it needs to all be flowing together. And once you've worked out where that is, you can hit whatever you like, whenever you like. Simple exercise now, just to incorporate some movement. Bearing in mind each time now, I'm not going to have the time to adopt the full marksmanship principles again. So it's very much, I'm going to come in front of the target, I'm going to raise the weapon, and I'm going to drop 2 shots in and around the head, all right? Hopefully this will work. Let's have a look. Keep really relaxed. And I'm really not putting a lot of effort into this whatsoever. I'm just letting that red dot do the work. I'm not taking any time to loop this up. I'm talking to you. Let's have a quick butcher's at how that went. There we go, look. 2. I don't even know this weapon. It's ridiculous. Come on, no, this one here. Go on, back, off you go. Again, 2 rounds delivered right where I want them. No way. That's 2 in the same hole. You can see the 2 fans there. They're ridiculous. How accurate is this? And I'm not applying any marksmanship principles whatsoever. Again, 2 rounds. All right, they're an inch apart, but they both hit. And here we go, last one. Well, I know there was a few in here already, so I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll even declare that one. How about that? They're all dead. And I'm putting minimal effort into this stuff. I really am. All I'm using is my trigger finger, okay, and correct use of the sights. And all the other marksmanship principles, you don't need them. You really don't. You've seen us on the ranges today, and I think you'll agree we've had some great fun with playing around with the marksmanship principles. Now, let's get serious for 2 seconds. Forgotten Veterans UK are a charity that do wonders for our veterans. I'd like to see if I could raise a tiny bit of money for them by auctioning off 2 of the targets that I fired at today. And I think you'll agree. I've done all right. Okay, so I'll get these signed up. You get your bids. DM me, anything at Phil Campion, my YouTube channel. Get a message to me with how much you're prepared to give me for these to go to Forgotten Veterans UK. Thanks very much for watching.